Hello, I'm Steve Getterman, and I would like to welcome you again to the friendly confines of my treehouse studio here in Bozeman, Montana. Today I would like to talk a little bit about what I refer to as the myth of potential. I'd like to vent a little bit. I hope it doesn't turn into a rant, but you never know. It's something that so many New Age teachers do, which is a claim that says that either the teacher or the course that they're offering will help you reach your full potential. Now, I think that's an impossibility. Plus, it's not even desirable. Why would anyone claim to help you reach your full potential when that pretty much means, well, that's it. You've learned everything you can learn. You've done everything you can do. You've experienced everything you can be. There's nothing else left. You might as well just check out. So it's like, well, reach your full potential and it's all over. The thing is that our potential can never be reached. The more we learn, the more we experience, the more we expand. So for anyone to claim that they're going to stagnate us, basically that's what they're saying, by taking a course that helps us reach our potential, well, New Age or not, it's not a very good marketing scheme in my opinion, my humble opinion. So, with that said, I would like to read a passage that I first heard from my mentor and friend, Don Oscar Miro Quesada, who I've mentioned before in these videos. Well, this is I think a well-known quote that evidently a lot of these New Age teachers don't know it. Oh, I was hoping I could read this without my reading glasses, even though I printed it big. But I better not, otherwise I'll make a mistake. So here we go. As mentioned, I'd like to read this passage from the great Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great, also known as Thoth, from his treatise entitled The Mind to Hermes. As I mentioned, this has been around the block a few times, so to speak, but it's seldom credited to Thoth, it seems. So here we go. Unless you make yourself equal to God, you cannot understand God, for the like is not intelligible save to the like. Make yourself grow to a greatness beyond measure. By a bound, free yourself from the body. Raise yourself above all time. Become eternity. Then you will understand God. Believe that nothing is impossible for you. Think yourself immortal and capable of understanding all arts, all science, the nature of every living being. Mount higher than the highest height. Descend lower than the lowest depth. Draw unto yourself all sensations of everything created, fire and water, dry and moist, imagining that you are everywhere on earth, in the sea, in the sky, that you are not yet born in the maternal womb, adolescent, old, dead, beyond death. If you embrace in your thought all things at once, times, places, substances, qualities, quantities, you may understand God. Now, advocating that they're going to help us understand God, but they certainly seem to advocate that they are going to help us understand ourselves, reach our potential. I suggest you stay away from anybody or anything that says it's going to help you reach your potential. They're either denying that we are unlimited beings, or else they're saying, as I've mentioned before, take this course and after that it's all over. You can stagnate because everything's been basically embodied in you. That's it. Now, even the universe is still expanding. Now, 100 years ago, astrophysicists, and I have no idea how they figure this stuff out, because I'm not a mathematician, although sometimes I wish I was an astrophysicist. It seems pretty cool. But anywho, and maybe if I was God, I could, experience that. But anywho, where was I? Oh yeah, the expanding universe. For 100 or so years, it was, you could almost say, imagined that even though, according to calculations, that the universe was still expanding, it would, in time, slow down, then begin to reverse and collapse upon itself as the force of gravity drew everything back into its center. Excuse me. So, now, it seems, according to these astrophysicists, that not only is the universe expanding, and again, you've probably heard a lot of this, but the universe is expanding at an ever-increasing rate. And this is attributed to the fact that as the universe expands, there is a consistent amount of gravity. That's not quite the right word, but there's a there's a consistent amount of gravity in the universe, and that as the universe expands, the force of that consistent amount of gravity is dissipated because it's over a larger area. And so consequently, the universe is expanding at an ever faster rate because there isn't the gravity to slow it down as much. And so I like to equate this with our own human experience. Oh, and then not only is the universe expanding, but as it expands, it fills with dark energy. Now, this seems to run counter to what I think was a Newtonian concept of that energy can't be created or destroyed, because now it's understood that as the universe expands, it fills with energy, dark energy. And so if the universe is expanding, and this is where we come from, doesn't it make sense that our experiences will constantly expand us too, and thereby increasing our potential forever, indefinitely? So, to think that we are limited beings capable of reaching our potential is simply bizarre. So again, I suggest that we stay away from those people and find ways to experience our unlimited beingness, which takes courage, imagination, and creativity. And this is what I mean when I say that our physical reality, what do I say? Our imagination creates the physical laws by which we live. This is what I mean. Because we are unlimited. And if we believe that, creator, creatrix, or as I prefer, the imaginator, imaginatrix, has no idea where it can take us. And so how can anyone else tell us that they know where our potential is going to end? Okay, That's more than enough for now. If you don't listen to any of this or remember any of this, I hope you remember that quote from Thoth. I think it's quite inspirational. Peace and love, mes amis.